So finally, the weather's improved. That wind has now stopped, thankfully, because it has been going on for weeks and weeks. So while we've got that little bit of a reprieve, I think it's time to get some of these planted. And these are kale, and it's called curly kale, Scarlet. And they're not bad sized plants, but they ain't going to get much bigger if I leave them in here. And they will grow perfectly fine through summer and autumn and winter. So we can get these in now, and they've got loads of time to grow into a good size, especially while this weather is being the way it is. So let's go and clear a path and get them put somewhere. And the only place I can think of at the moment is along this fence. It just all needs digging over and weeding. And I haven't got any hoop tunnels at the moment tall enough to keep the butterflies off these, especially with them being brassicas. So what I'll do is, in time, I'll pin a net to this fence so I can still offer them some protection. But first we need to dig it and weed it. So that part's been done, and it was quick and easy. So now we can get some of these kale plants put in ground, and we want to make sure we put them in really firm, because kale plants grow quite tall and they become top heavy. So we'll get them in as firm as we can, and then we'll see how they go over the next few months. So we'll just get these in quick and easy. Nice few roots on the bottom. We'll open those up a little first, and then we'll get one in. Nice and firm, nice and straight. And we'll take the biggest ones out of this pack that we can find. And I'm just going to space them 12 to 14 inches apart. So we're getting these pushed right in, really firm. It'll be a happier, stable plant by doing that. That one's a bit smaller, but it is quite bushy. Nice and deep, really firm around it. And as quick as that, they're in. Well, now we've got those in, we're going to offer them a little bit of protection. And it's not so much from the butterflies at this time of year, it's more the pigeons. They roost in these trees behind us. And if they see any brassica on floor, especially a small seedling, they'll just tear the whole thing out. So we'll put some of these in, a net over top, and that'll keep them protected until we can make a proper framework for when they get older. But before we do that, I'm going to put a bit of food around the base of these plants. Now we'll just water them in. These are really good because you can actually bend them to what width that you want. Now all we need to do is chuck a net over the top. So, quick and easy as that. They're all planted, fed, watered, and more importantly, protected from those pigeons. So, as I said, that quick, that easy. Planted, fed, watered, protected. And that's all we need to think about for the moment. Because these plants are going to take a while to get to any size. So that small bit of protection is going to keep them going. And it's going to stop any caterpillars getting in there for a start. But more importantly, it's definitely going to stop these pigeons from yanking your fresh planted kales out at ground and eating them. And then a bit later on, we'll get a bigger structure in place because these kales can grow to about 4 to 5 feet high. And we're planting them a little bit closer together than I normally would. But that area is constant full sun. So if the leaves overlap a little, it might offer up a little bit of shade at certain points at day. And we'll always be picking the leaves from the bottom because that's how you pick kale. Always pick the smallest leaves and let it grow up to a long stalk, and then it will end up with a tree-like bush on top of it. And another thing about these plants is, once they're finished and they actually go to seed, they fill up with loads and loads of little yellow flowers, which is actually really decorative. So it becomes a source of food to an ornamental decoration in your garden, all from one plant. And if you want to see how these plants get on later on in season, just hit that subscribe button and press that notifications bell, and we'll see you on another update. You all take care. Thank you for watching.